Well, I got it all figured out. I'm doing this series on how to be successful, Bronstein Successful Tips. The only reason why I'm doing it is because my kids are in high school and they're going to college and they're talking about success and college and grades. All Andrew's friends are hollering at me because I tell them you don't need college to be successful. And they say, what do you mean you don't tell my kids not to go to college? I never tell anybody that. But my kids are saying, Dave, we got to get my kids were so nervous about his grades. Oh, I was so scared. I was so nervous. I said, what are you putting pressure on yourself for? Big deal. What's it going to do for you? You get all A's. Then what? Nothing. Because nobody can tell me how they're going to make any money. So that's why I keep saying I'm reading these wonderful articles. I read an article about that. I did a blog after watching. 17-year-old kid comes up with a new website. Or venture capitalists are flying him into New York. The bankroll is a $1 million deal. 17 years old, not even in college. And then I watch a show with Kevin Trudeau. You know who that is? Kevin Trudeau does those books. How to Lose Weight and all these books sold millions and millions. I do business with people that have made millions off of him. And now I do an infomercial how you too can be successful like The Secret. It's 10 DVDs, $300. I'm going to tell you how to be successful. It has nothing to do with school. He says he dropped out of school when he was 15, made his first million when he was 18. But none of this matches up with what you normally hear. You go to high school, you go to college, you get a good job, because there's too many stories like that. Then I did a blog about, is this what here I have here? Oh, here, it's right in front of me here. Millionaire high school dropouts from Forbes magazine, dated February 1st. None of this goes along with what we're all taught. You got to go to school, college, you got to go to education. How can you be a millionaire? I can be a millionaire if you're a dropout. Nothing makes sense. So I've been doing these series of blogs telling you that success is based on drive and ambition. Then I watch a show called Shark Tank, and I see people, entrepreneurs trying to build things, and they say, I went to college, I started my own business. And then I blew the whole thing, and I was sleeping in the car. That's what he said. And then I got an MBA on the streets, meaning he went to college, did whatever he's supposed to do, lost all the money in the business, slept in the car, had no more money, then got up out of the car and said, wait a minute, I'm not going to sit here like a schmuck. And then he got drive and ambition, and he said, I'm not giving up. And then he learned by doing. And now he makes $1 million a year in his business, making pies, whatever it is. And there's so many stories like that. And people that I do business with that dropped out of high school at 15 that are millionaires. Usually the houses they live in. So it doesn't match up. So I'm telling my kids, would you please make some money? Well, I got to go to school. I have no time to work. And there's too many stories that I know, too many people I know, two very well-educated people that I know that are broke. And why? That doesn't make sense because you go to school, you go to college, you make money. It's too many. And that's why I'm doing these blogs to show my kids, what are you going to do to make money? Because all Andrea's friends, who hate my guts now, all Andrea's friends are don't tell my kid, they don't talk about school. I'm going to go to this school, that school, this school, what college, they don't talk about, but nobody tells me how they're going to make money. Until Brandon told me today. Jared's friend Brandon told me the reason college is so important to make, and I finally figured it out, and I agree with Brandon, so I'm retracting everything I said. You got to go to school, you got to go to college, because Brandon set me straight. All Andrea's friends that I talked to couldn't set me straight. Brandon set me straight today. Now, what do you think about that? And Brandon's parents should be very proud of him, and everybody should be very proud, because he finally set me straight today of why college is so important for success. Because I told Jared and Brandon that I read an article about a 17-year-old kid that's making a millionaire now because they came up with some crazy website with cameras and these venture capitalists are flying him into New York. And I said to my kids, why can't you make $1 million at 17 years old? Not at 17 yet, but they're only 15. I said, why can't you be a millionaire at 17 years old? And they said, well, we got to go to school, we got to go to college. I said, great, you're going to college? Terrific. Then what happens? I said, how do you plan on making money after you get out of college? I said, what do you mean? That guy with a 17-year-old is a millionaire? That's a 1 in a million deal. Like all Andrew's friends tell me. It's 1 in a million. That's the lucky deal, a lucky shot, 1 in a million. I said, great. I said, so then tell me. You're going to go to college, whatever you're going to study. Then how do you make money when you go to college? So how do you make money? He told me, so I'm going to retract it. This is what Brandon said to me. College is very, very important. Because after high school, you got to get good grades. You go to college, you get good grades in college, then you take your degree, you go to an office, you say, here are my grades, and they give you a job. And that's it. That's what Brandon told me today. I said, well, if that's what really happened, I take back everything I said. You go to school, you get good grades in high school, then you go to college, you say, here are my grades, so you get to go to a good college, you get good grades at college, and then after you graduate college, you take your diploma, you walk into an office, you hear my grades, they give you a job, that's it. So I take back everything I said. College is very, very important, and you got to go, because if it's that easy, as long as you have good grades, you go to an office, here are my grades, they give you a job, that's it. I'm thrilled. I got nothing to worry about, so I take back everything I said. Go to DavidBronstein.com and wipe the whole bullshit Bronstein Success Secrets off of YouTube.